Hi everybody, my name is Clio. Welcome to my kitchen. We are going to learn about rain today. We're going to learn about rain, how it works, how the water cycle works, why it rains. We're going to do lots of experiments. We're going to read a story about rain too. So to start off, we're going to try a rain experiment to see how rain works in the world around us. So what you need for this experiment is ice, a ceramic plate, and a cup. A cup that we're going to fill just a little bit with hot water. Now I have boiled some water, but you can also use your microwave and warm up some water. So I'm going to put a little bit of hot water in there. And then I'm going to put my plate on top and wait for 2 to 3 minutes. And wait and wait and wait. Okay, it has been 2 minutes. Look what's happening inside the glass. Remember it was clear before, and now it's a little bit cloudy in there, just like the clouds in our atmosphere. The hot water is getting cooled. Let's see if we add some ice to our plate, if the air inside will condense into water and we'll see some rain droplets in our cup. So we're taking ice and putting it on our plate, just like when warm air rises in our atmosphere, rises in the world. It goes up, 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 and cools down and condenses into water. And that makes our clouds. And when those clouds get big and heavy, it starts to rain. Let's see if we can find any raindrops inside. Look. See all the drops? All those drops of water. Oh, it's raining in there. There's a raindrop. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He went to bed and bumped his head and couldn't get up till the morning. The water droplets at the top all come together and then they fall together. The air goes up, up, up. The warm air goes up, 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 gets cold. The droplets come together. And then it gets too heavy and it has to rain. Let's look at a story about what's happening inside of our jar. Here's our story, all about rain. Rain is water that falls from clouds. Rain is made up of raindrops. And raindrops can be many different sizes. Some raindrops are small and light and they fall slowly to the ground. If it's raining really lightly, it's called a drizzle. It's drizzling outside if it's raining very lightly. But sometimes raindrops are big and heavy. Heavy rain falls super fast. Splat, splat, splat. The raindrops land hard. You can hear them on your umbrella or on windows. Maybe if you're in a car, you can hear very loud raindrops. When the raindrops are big and heavy, it's pouring rain. It's pouring outside. Rain brings water to the earth from the sky back down to the earth. That water falls into rivers, lakes, and oceans. And then it gets soaked up by the ground. Soaked up into the dirt, into the ground. It falls down from the sky back to the earth, into the rivers, the lakes, and the oceans, and it soaks into the ground. Look at the rainbow! When the water on the earth becomes rain again. It turns into tiny, 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 tiny little drops called water vapor, a gas. Like air is a gas, water vapor is a gas. You can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't taste it. The water turns into water vapor. And the vapor, the gas, rises up into the sky. Water vapor drops are too small to see. They're so light that they float in the air. Teeny, 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 tiny drops of water are in the air, water vapor. They float up, 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 up into the sky and they cool down. And then the drops get bigger and bigger and bigger as they cool down. And they stick to dust and the air and they create clouds. So the water vapor rises up, 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 up and cools down. And then it starts to stick together and create the clouds that we see in the sky. The water drops inside a cloud bump into each other. Bump, 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 bump. And that's how they clump together to create bigger and bigger and bigger clouds. And when it's really heavy, the clouds get dark. The white clouds turn gray. The water drops become heavier than the air around it, and that's when they fall back down as rain. So the vapor, the water vapor, the gas goes up, 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 up. It cools down and starts to clump to create clouds. And then when you get a big enough, heavy, heavy gray cloud, the water gets too heavy to stay in the air, to float in the air, and it falls back down to the ground as rain. Rain is part of the water cycle, and so is snow. It's the same thing with snow, except it's even colder. So it falls down as those snowflake crystals. Water on the ground becomes vapor and rises. Clouds form. Rain or snow falls back down to the ground as rain, and then it starts again. It becomes water vapor and it rises up. It becomes clouds. The clouds get heavy with water and the water falls down as rain. Too much rain causes a flood. Floods destroy buildings and crops because the plants also need a little bit of air and water to breathe. So when there's too much water, they have a tough time living through it. It kills plants when there's a flood. And it destroys buildings. It ruins buildings. It's very dangerous when there's way too much water, like in this crop. Too little rain can cause a drought, like in deserts. Lakes and rivers dry up. the soil becomes hard and cracked, and it's hard for plants to grow. And we need plants to help feed us, and so do animals. So droughts can be tricky too. People, plants, and animals need water. Rain brings water to all living things. Look at that elephant. The elephant needs water too. That's the end of our story. Now let's get to doing some rain experiments. Wasn't that an interesting story? I think we should try another experiment. We're going to see how the clouds get so heavy that rain has to fall down. So you need a glass of water and shaving cream and blue food coloring. That's all you need. So I filled my glass of water. I added some shaving cream on top. And that is our cloud. There is our cloud. We're looking up at the sky and those are the clouds. But remember, the clouds get so full of water that eventually it starts to rain. So I'm gonna add a little bit of water. The raindrops condense, they come together, and they fill the clouds until they get so heavy that the water has to fall back down to earth. And you can see what it looks like up top. It gets so heavy that the water has to come back down to earth as rain. You can add a little bit of water on top if you want to speed it up just a little bit. Just sprinkle some water on top. It's raining! Look at all the rain falling. Wow. See, the clouds got so full of water that it got too heavy and it needed to fall down to earth. For our last experiment, you're going to need a cup of water, a squeezie tube, or you could use a cup, or even half a tablespoon if you want it, and a sponge. And we're also going to need our blue food coloring again for the rain. So we're going to put just a little bit of water in here, maybe up to here. Add 1 or 2 drops of food coloring. Let's see what happens. I think I'm going to put it on a tray, just in case. What happens? You can see the sponge is filling up with water. this side. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. The sponge got so full of water that it's falling down and dripping into the mug. It's raining. There's our cloud full of water. And all the water fell back down to earth because of gravity. I hope you guys enjoyed learning all about rain with me today and doing our 3 experiments. 2 about the clouds filling up and getting so filled and heavy with water that rain has to fall back down. And this one where we watched the water that was hot, the water vapor go up, get cold, condense, and fall back down as water droplets like rain in the sky. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, bye-bye.